Welcome to the KMT Line. I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, let's talk DCC control. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue where I started off with Jody Junction and with Waterman Junction, is continue using the same DCC system. And it's this, and it's based on this Arduino Mega controller. On top of it, there is a motor controller shield attached to the Mega controller. And the Mega controller is running software that is called DCC EX or DCC-X. It used to be called DCC++, and it has grown significantly, and it is really a great system. But I'm not going to be taking advantage of all of that, and I'll discuss that in a minute. But again, I got a DCC controller with the Mega and the motor shield, and I'm using an old laptop power supply that's 15 volts at 5 amps, so that should be able to handle my one or two DCC locomotives. And that will be my part of the DCC. Again, with the DCC-X, it can do a lot of stuff. It can do controlling of switches, turnouts, turntable. It has grown significantly over the last couple of years. But I'm not going to be taking advantage of all of that stuff. Now what I'm doing in my case is I'm going to use a Raspberry Pi as a main controller or command base station. The Raspberry Pi will be running Raspbian version 11 operating system, and on it I'm running a JMRI, and it's JMRI version 5 at this time. And so what this does is this, running the Raspberry Pi Raspbian operating system with JMRI, it will connect through the USB cable to the Mega controller and do all of my JMRI type functions. I can use JMRI on the Pi to program all of the locomotives, send out DCC++ commands, and pretty much do a lot of controlling with this. The thing is that again, you could do without the Raspberry Pi if you wanted to, with some other hardware in the DCC-EX system. I would really recommend, if you're starting out and you're looking for a DCC system, check out DCC-EX or DCC-X, and they've got a lot of stuff going on, really great support group, all kinds of good stuff going on with this, and it really works really well. They do a lot of good stuff, a lot of troubleshooting, helping people get it started, get it going, find out what's wrong with their systems, etc. A really good system. But I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm not going to use all of their fancy stuff. I'm just going to do straight DCC train control through the Raspberry Pi and operate that way as far as train control goes. Now, one of the other things I need to add is that the Raspberry Pi running JMRI has a Wi-Fi, so I can use the Y throttle, and I can use whatever apps on my phone to control this. And I can't remember the name of the apps at the moment off the top of my head. I'll get those again. But so I can do train control with this system, and that will be how I control my standard gauge DCC layout. Okay, so this is it. This is the only DCC locomotive I have. That's why I kind of laugh at myself going, I got to make sure this DCC system works well, but I only have one locomotive. But I really, really like this locomotive. It is a Bachmann. What is it? It's a Bachmann 060 side tank, and it's a mid-vale steel version, road number 5. Again, when I saw this locomotive on sale, I said I gotta have that thing. And no sound, just straight DCC. Lights do operate, but that's it. And in front of it here I have two DCC decoders. They're the Digitrax DH126s. They're 1.5 amp decoders. And I had these in my narrow gauge box cabs, and I decided that they weren't working. I really wanted to go back to DC on those, so I just took the decoders out. And they run great straight DC. They're on a Kato chassis, so they run great just straight DC. So what I'm going to do is with these two DCC decoders is figure out which one of my current locomotives that I have, obviously they're a little bit older, but which one would be best suited to stick a decoder in it and experiment with that. But we'll see how it goes there. But again, I just love this locomotive, so had to get it and have to do DCC. So that's it. Let's go to the next scene and see what we got going on. Well, as you can see, the layout, I have cork down, glued down, and I traced out the track plan onto the cork, and I've started laying some of the turnouts in place just to get an idea how things are going to work with framing. This marking right here, there's a frame underneath here, frame support, so I don't want the turnouts too close to this for the frog wiring and the actual turnout controls. So right now everything's working out okay, nothing's bumping into anything, and so it looks like it's all going to work. It's far enough away from the front edge, and it's plenty of clearance at the back so I can have the narrow gauge back there and have a bunch of room still. So it's all looking good so far. Well, that's all I have for this update. Thank you again for watching. Thank you those that have been still watching. Thank you for the subscribers, and again, thank you for the comments. The last bunch of comments, thank you very much. Dennis and Tom, thank you. Your comments have me thinking, and they were good comments, great comments. Thank you very, very much. And so I guess that's it. Everyone take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.